first, just thoughts on last night's game. What do you like about Grambling State? What kind of impressed you by them?
They played really hard. They pressured the ball really well. They created turnovers. And one thing that stuck out to me is they were down for the majority of the game, but they didn't give up. They had plenty of times that they could have just laid down and let Montana State win that game, but they did what was needed to do and came out victorious.
What have you thought so far about your first experience in the NCAA tournament? I know you're about to go out and practice, and there's going to be probably some fans there. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot so far. But I'd rather be doing this than sitting at home, so that's good.
Okay, so speaking of just looking at this entire year, all up until this point, how have you grown as a player, and what lessons are you hoping to take from your losses in order to come out victorious in tomorrow night's game?
Yeah, I feel like I've grown as a player just by learning how to play with these guys and just doing whatever's necessary. Playing with these guys in the beginning, I was still trying to find my way, figuring out how I can help the team and playing to my strengths. But I think just being me, bringing joy and passion to the court and energy, those guys kind of feed off of it. What was your other question?
My other question was, what lessons are you taking from your losses into this game so you guys can come out victorious?
Just being locked in for a full 40 minutes, just doing the necessary plays. Because now it's you don't get another chance. It's win or go home. So just doing whatever is necessary. And by any means necessary, just doing whatever's possible to win.
A lot of
this past week, has it been more so harped on about staying ready and making sure that all the players are ready to go in case something happens to another player? Because after we saw that obviously this past weekend.
No, it wasn't harped on a lot. Coach has a lot of trust in every one of us, and he always tells us to stay ready. So yeah, it wasn't really harped on this much. He just wanted us to get up and down. Get some movement on and get playing with each other.
A lot of people say you're kind of a missing puzzle piece to this team. You're what they needed last year. What kind of impact do you think you brought to this team?
I would just say a different type of aggression, a different type of physicality, athleticism. Most importantly, I think I've just brought a different type of happiness. My happiness has kind of rubbed off on these guys. Obviously, everybody has good days and bad days, but I try not to let my bad days rub onto those guys. I don't try to let it affect my basketball. So whenever I get to practice or something like that, even if I don't want to practice, I try to make the most of it.
Thanks.
Well,
how many bad days have you had?
We got 4 losses.
Yes, you're 20 I did 4. So
the
answer is 4?
Off the top of my head, that's off the top of my head, 4.
But when you decide to come to Purdue, this moment coming up Friday night is what it's what you came for, right?
Yeah, this is what I came for, to be on one of the top teams in the country that had a real chance at playing for a national title.
Right. And there has been talk, they brought you in for a specific reason, but now the reason arrives on Friday night. How do you approach that, knowing that you are that piece that has played well all year, but now the spotlight maybe gets a little bigger?
Yeah. At the end of the day, the talk is just talk. As long as these guys in the locker room believe in me and the coaches believe in me and I believe in them, we're the ones playing. So do the good and bad with me. As long as they're there to pick me up and I'm there to pick them up whenever things aren't going well, that's all that matters. We spend a lot of time with each other. We build a brotherhood that can't be broken. So I just think just leaning on each other and having each other's back is what matters most.
Where does your joy come from?
I would say the loss of my father.
Okay.
Just trying to do whatever I can to make him happy, and try to have his happiness through me. So I would say that.
How do you turn a devastating situation like that into making sure your teammates have a smile on their face and you have a smile on your face?
I don't really know. It kind of just happened. I didn't really know how I was gonna react to the whole situation with that. But it kind of just happened, man. And these guys were here for me since day one. So it made it easier to just be with these guys and go to war for these guys every day.
Was the Lance dance just a spontaneous?
Yeah, that was not planned at all. That was not planned.
And to do it with Coach Katie?
Yeah, it was. When I got the message that he wanted to do it with me, I mean, I felt honored, but I also didn't think he actually wanted to do it. So when I showed up to Mackey and he was there, it was a sight to see.
So he reached out to somebody at Purdue and they got in contact with you that he wanted to do that with.
Yes.
Wow, that.
I know. But it was good. He was good. I mean, he knew it for the most part. And he had fun. And I had fun with him.
Right. What's it meant to you to start every game?
It's meant everything. It's meant everything to me. I feel like I've worked hard enough to put myself in a position. But obviously, Coach Payne knows best. I trust whatever decision he makes. Because without him, I wouldn't be here. So I'm very, blessed and humbled to be able to, start for this program. But I feel like personally, I put myself in that position. I did what was needed, and I just brought my A game. I feel like.
At what point when you got here did you feel like, okay, this is the moment, this is the day I fit in with this group?
I think when I first got here, I would see Zach working out in the morning, and that's National Player of the Year. So I feel like, man, to gain his trust, to gain these guys' trust, is to get in the gym and work. If they're working, why can't I? So yeah, I think it started when I first got on campus.
Good deal. Thank you.